everybody, welcome back. Today I'm here with a new look. It is a New Year's Eve look. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I try to keep it pretty simple. I use 2 colors and just glitter. So let's just jump right into it. Straight into the tutorial. I'm using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. It's a matte finish. I'm just trying to use this concealer up. I personally don't like it too much because it dries really fast. So I'm just taking a beauty blender and placing that concealer all over the lid as our eyeshadow base. If you need more, you can always add more. I think I'm okay with this though. Okay, and now I'm gonna take this brush here. This is a Morphe M433. Oops. And the palette that I'm using is the Urban Decay Electric palette. This one has really bold, try to cover this, amazing colors. And I'm gonna take this one on the top. This one is in Gonzo. And all I'm doing, because we wanna make sure we're controlling the color, we don't want it to be like all over the place because that just looks gross. We're going to take that color, we're gonna take off some of the excess, and then what we're gonna do, instead of bringing this, starting with this color all the way up here, we're gonna keep it in the crease, and then once we do that, then we're gonna blend up and out. So take a little bit more, dust it off. I'm just gonna go right in my crease. When the colors are really bright and bold, I tend to keep it safe and stay lower because it's easier to drag it out than it is to bring it back in. So just take that color again, always tap the leftover because if not, then you have too much product on your brush, and then that's when we start to lose the eyeshadow shape. So I'm just taking it in a back and forth motion. I'm really just placing that color on the crease first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. Taking a little bit more. This is a buildable look too. Yeah, whatever the hell that was. Okay. So I'm not doing anything different, just taking that same color, placing it in the crease. You can see it's starting to drag out a little bit, so now I'm just gonna focus on in here. And it's okay if it goes a little bit lower than the crease because we're gonna put another color there anyways. Okay. So now what I'm doing is just dusting off all of that blue, and then I'm going in, and now I'm going to start doing small circular motions to blend out that color up. This look only consists of 2 colors and glitter. I like keeping it very simple. Same thing. Blending. Now you could use a different brush if you wanted, but I like to use the same one because this one still has the color already on there. I'm gonna go back in slightly with that same color, just a little bit, and add some of that color on there. Keep doing these baby circular motions. A little bit more. Trying to keep this eyeshadow look like rounded. Can go back in and blend it out, but for now I'm okay with that. With that same concealer, I'm going to take some more, and I'm just going to lightly put some on the lid because now we're going to add our second color, and I just use my fingers just because I really want the blue to pick up on my lid. I want it to have something to stick to. So just using my finger, just pressing that. This eyelash is bothering me. Slightly dragging it and bringing it up. You don't want it too harsh, as if we were to take a brush and make it really clean, because these colors are going to blend right into each other. Now the second color I'm taking is this one called Chaos. This one is like a dark blue. Well, not even, it's like electric blue. And I'm just taking a brush, a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna press my brush in it and tap the excess. I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay. And then I'm going to start pressing it down the middle and start pressing it out to the sides. Now, when I hold the brush, I'm holding it like this. That way, this top of the brush is gonna kind of blend the two together. Taking more product, dusting off the excess, and then patting it all over the lid. And it's okay if we have all this fallout. When I do looks like this, I like to do the rest of my face after, because it can get messy, especially with the glitter, the bright colors. Okay, love that blue. Now taking that same brush that I used the first time, I'm gonna go into the Chaos color, that electric blue. Take some, tap the excess, and now what I'm going to do is blend the two colors together using that electric blue, but not taking it up too high, just right above, so it transitions really nicely, because I don't want to take away from that first blue that we used. Go back in with the fluffy one and just press it on there. Dusting off the color from the smaller fluffy brush. And now I'm gonna go in with that first color, that color Gonzo. Tap the excess. And now we're going to, this comes out about here, so all we're gonna do is take a little bit more. It looks okay here in the inner part, but now we're going to start dragging it out a little bit. I'm just doing small circular motions. I still want to keep some lid space up here because I'm going to go in with the white later and kind of just brighten up my brow bone a little bit. So taking that little bit of product, blending it out. Looks good. And I'm going to take whatever's left on this brush and just drag it up right here on the corner. Using the tip of the brush to kind of blend the two. And circular motions. Take a little bit more of that Chaos electric blue color and bringing it in. Inner corner. Okay. Taking more of that electric blue and just placing it back all over the lid. Sometimes it just falls off. Okay. Now we're a mess. Anyways, now we're gonna take eyelash glue. I know there's glitter glue, but eyelash glue works fine for me. You probably shouldn't do this, but this is what I do. And what I'm going to do is start off in the center, just brushing some glue on. Take a little bit more and just all over the lid. Then I take my finger and kind of just spread that. And then I'm using a NYX glitter. It's probably hard to see, but it is, doesn't really even have a name, just a bunch of numbers, but it's like a navy blue. And I take some on a cap, and then I take a flat brush, and all I do is just press it in there, and then I start putting it all over the lid. You gotta be quick too, because you know eyelash glue dries pretty fast. And like I said, it's okay if it gets messy because we're going to clean it up when we're done. This is why it's a good thing to not do the rest of your makeup first. Oh, that's really messy. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back in with this fluffy brush because some of the color got taken off from the glitter, and I'm gonna go back over all over their lid to kind of brighten it up. And then usually you could take like a fluffy brush and literally just dust off all this craziness. And that's pretty good there. And if you see anything that you want to touch up, you could always just go back in with the brushes you use. Don't take more product because you don't want to overwhelm your complete eye look. You want to just keep it controlled because this is a beautiful bold color. Don't mind the dog that's in my room. It's Brucey and he's taking a nap. Sounds like a good nap. Okay. And I'm gonna apply eyelashes. The eyelashes that I'm using are by Kiss. They're the Meek Effect collection and they're called Belle. They're beautiful. I did the rest of my makeup off camera and I'm gonna show you guys how I finished off the look. So I added white eyeliner on the waterline, and then I did add some shimmer, and I just did those blues. So I'm just going to show you guys what I did. So because we don't want it to get messy, we're going to use a flat top brush. This is going to help just the eyeshadow just stay in place as we're applying it. So I'm taking that first color, that light blue color, and I'm tapping it in the palette, dusting it off, and then I'm just going to take it right under that white eyeliner. Now I'm slightly packing it and swiping it under without going too low. I'm just going to do that all the way to the inner part of my eye.
And I dated it Thanksgiving 1995. Just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million.
Now I'm not taking any more product, kind of just cleaning off what's on the brush. I'm slightly gonna just swipe it back and forth and drag it down just a little bit, nothing crazy. I just took a little bit more product and bringing it all the way in, dragging it down just a little bit. Then with the same brush, we're gonna take that electric blue color, the second blue we use, dust off the extra. Sometimes I always kind of pinch the bristles together just so I don't have no loose ones. And then we're gonna do the same thing, is just take that electric blue and go right under, just to make it darker right under that white eyeliner. I'm gonna go back in with the lighter blue and drag it down just a little bit lower because it looks like this one is just slightly lower. And then just applying it in a gentle swiping motion. This is not a sensitive area, but well, I guess it is a sensitive area. An important area not to drag and swipe too much. Go back in with the darker color and go right under. Boom. Now I'm taking a smaller flat brush, this tiny one, and I'm going to take this other color in here. Try not to blind you guys. There is this titanium silver color in here, and this one's called Revolt. So we're gonna use that one just a little bit because this color is like popping. And I figured, you know what, this is a New Year's look, so let's just go all out. And then what we're gonna do in this empty space here is just gently press it. We don't want this silver color to overtake the eye look, so we're just gonna press it to kind of get that pigment in there. And then I take whatever's left, just dust it off, and then I just swipe up just a little bit. That way it just gently just blends in. Take a little bit more, brighten it up. If you want to do more, you could do more. I just want this to kind of be like a little pop of color. Here's the finished look. Very bold, glittery, very New Year's-y. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had fun making it. I hope you guys have a happy New Year's, and I'll see you guys in my next video.